You know, like I dislike having to look at walkthroughs, but then I don't really see much point.
Our man left his sandwich unfinished.
I don't see much point like bumbling around, looking for a thing to click on. Like I like solving puzzles. I don't like finding hidden pieces. Sandwich. Coffee.
Coffee. It's still hot.
Coffee is still hot. Right, there's nothing here, right? There's nothing here. Alright, journalist. 5-6. The journalist threw the paper into the fireplace. 4-5. Having warned his guest, the journalist headed for this piece of furniture. Having warned his guest. And there's nothing else for us to click on. Having warned his guest, the journalist headed. Maybe it's this. Hold on. The journalist wanted to let more light in the room. That's not right. The journalist looked out of the window and saw Holmes. The journalist took a file. No, he put the file there. Still looks back to the window. The journalist visitor smoked a cigar. The cigar's been here. No, it was still hot. The cigar's still hot. The visitor smoked a cigar and sat opposite the journalist. So then here, the journalist pushed the armchair when he ran. No, because the cigar is here. Like they probably sat there and there. The journalist pushed the armchair when he heard the doorbell. The journalist pushed the armchair as a means of protection. Doesn't make any sense. The journalist pushed the armchair when he ran. But where's the other circle? Having warned his guest. No, we're missing a thing. We're definitely missing a thing. Alright, well, you know how it is. Is this the... No. What is this? I need to, All guides... Spoiler-free puzzle tips and hints? Kensington Gun... Alright, well, let me, scroll down. I'm a dog. Sherlock is useless. Farley's office... Just come with things that this room is a problem. This graphical deduction board is poorly explained. Several choices are equivalent, which is confusing. That is because the when is more important than the why, alright. The number next to the choice indicates the when. You should only have one item with each number, right? Make sure you're working with 6. See, we're missing an item. If you see dark circles, you haven't examined that item fully. If you can't find the 6th item, it's because it's nowhere near the other ones. There's more in the sketch section than the colored one. What? What? There's more in the sketch. What? It's the sketch section? No, it's not that. There's more in the sketch section than the colored one? Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? Do you mean like this? Oh, the door. The door is a thing. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? It's a this fucking game. Circle, 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 circle. A rectangle in perspective. Are you kidding me? This is your user interface. I can't believe this game. The journalists want to make sure the door's closed. The journalist smoked a cigar. No, wait a minute. The journalist closed the door and left the key in the lock. The journalist closed the door and left the key in the lock. Okay. Wait, what?
Farley consulted a card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
The answer lies in the direction the reporter took, Watson. At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be.
I mean, it's just a bad UI. Like, it's not... It's a bad user interface. Why do you have 5 circles and then one quadrilateral? Like, why would that make any sense? Why don't you just have a circle around the door as well? Like, it's... And it's like it fits so well around the door that you don't even notice it. Like, you don't even notice that. Utterly bad. This game, it's just has these little things. It's like 95% great game, and then there's these minor problematic things that are just really frustrating. We need to find out where he has no business being. What, the cigar? The cigar. It's the cigar. Why was he at the cigar? Except I can't do anything about it. Oh, and that's a chair.
This armchair is out of place.
I don't know, can I move it? Apparently not.
Our man left his sandwich unfinished.
No, wait a minute. I thought we're looking for the out of place thing, which is he walked back to the cigar, which doesn't make sense. What am I... Wait a minute. Or the door.
The key is still in the lock.
What am I looking for now?
I cannot leave now.
Wait, what did they say to do? The answer lies in the direction the reporter took. At a certain moment he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason in being. The direction... That was the cigar, isn't it?
Someone closed the curtain as though...
What am I supposed to...
Someone called...
There's nothing for me to actually click on. I can't. Come on. This game.
My adventures have fallen from this shelf. This book is... A real investigation.
We can't pick it up. We can't look at it. What? What? What am I...
Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be.
Didn't I just do it? Shouldn't it be the cigar? Go to the place where our reporter should not be. Like, how many places was he at? It's not the fireplace. Go to the places where our reporter should not be. What does that even mean?
The secretary has just changed the... Here is Farley's secretary's...
Let us go to the place where the reporter should not be. What does that even... I thought it was the cigar. I thought it like the ashtray. But there's nothing here, unless there is something here, and I can't see it. There's nothing here. There is nothing here. Go to the place where the reporter should not be? What? What does that mean? Look, there's nothing... I can't actually interact with anything, unless I'm supposed to look at the deduction board.
Perhaps not, Watson.
Oh.
Perhaps not, Watson. Perfect.
What? Why? Why should he not be... Why should he not be here? Why do we have to click on the... What? The use is... This is so... The user interface is so unintuitive. It's like, why would you have to click on it in the deduction?
Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
There's a control box built into the filing cabinet. This box must open the secret door.
We don't know the combination, Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
That says +6. What does that mean? And what are the... Oh. +6? 4D10. D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Is that +6 supposed to be a part of the puzzle? And then what, 16?
That's not right.
What is it? Wait, what is it? 4010 and then there's a +6 there. I don't know what that means.
That's not right.
4D. Okay, they're in pairs. 4D. Oh, it's +6. 4 plus 6 is 10. D K E F G H I J. No, it's J. 10J. And then 16 J K L M N O P.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Okay, they're in
Let
pairs.
us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
Oh look, a top hat. I don't know, it's the user interface, it's not the puzzles. The puzzles are fine, the user interface is bad.
Chance has smiled upon us, Watson. This hat was almost certainly abandoned by our mysterious visitor. Imagine the scene. In his hurry, the cigar man drops his top hat. The door closes. The hat is caught beneath it. Fearing above all that he should be discovered, he does not attempt to retrieve it, instead preferring to flee.
Who would take such action to avoid meeting us?
I cannot tell as yet, but it is certain that he carries the advantage of knowing us. We must discover his identity in order to redress the balance, and this hat will help us. Let us return to Baker Street.
We're not gonna... No, we are not returning anywhere. I'm just gonna look in this room. Okay, we're not gonna look in this room. We can't do anything in this room. Let us return to Baker Street. It's bad game design. Like, whenever your user interface interferes with the game, that's bad design. Alright, well, let's continue.
Let's hope that an examination of this top hat will reveal to us the identity of its owner.
It will, you can be sure of that.
For once, I must insist that you allow me to work alone, Holmes.
As you wish. Take your time. I will examine this hat at my work table.
Wait a minute, where did Watson say he was going? Anyway. I mean, it's a very interesting story. The puzzles are pretty good. And it's just a real shame when it's let down by a bad UI decision. Okay, let's look at this.
I will examine this hat at my work table.
Alright, we're gonna have to select the hats.
This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy.
Right.
Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married.
How can you tell someone is married from the fact that the ribbon was changed? You just jump into conclusions. How can you possibly know that?
Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which...
How is it not a mistress? What does that mean? That is crazy. How would you possibly know?
His hair is graying, and judging by the odor, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s. This hat was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey. Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor. Slight scratch marks.
It means he wears glasses, right?
Slight scratch marks. The man wears glasses, and whenever he puts them on, he grazes the sides of his hat. This would suggest that he is educated and long-sighted, rather than short-sighted. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
There's no way you can conclude that. How do you know the guy is long-sighted and not short-sighted? How can you possibly know from the marks of the glasses? That's not even logic. It's like 50% logic and 50% is BS.